Okay, good morning, fourth maths students. Now we shall move on to the topic remedial teaching. Remedial teaching in English language. Okay, so what do you mean by remedial teaching? Remedial teaching is identifying slow learners and providing them with necessary help and guidance to help them over their problems, after identifying their areas of difficulty. Again, let me repeat. Please take down the definition of remedial teaching. Remedial teaching is identifying slow learners and providing them with the necessary help and guidance to help them overcome the problems after identifying their areas of difficulty. Okay. So, if you are unable to follow, pause the video and then take down the definition carefully. So, remedial teaching is identifying slow learners and providing them with the necessary help and guidance to help them overcome the problems, identifying the areas of difficulty. Okay. So remedial teaching. Okay. Let's say actually at the college level and in this pandemic or online classes, definitely remedial teaching is difficult. And I will say it is almost impossible in this scenario, but actually remedial teaching I have never attempted in my career, and remedial teaching is done only if you ask. Okay, and at that point only I do remedial teaching. Okay, and but generally it is not recommended as per the theory of education, and as we study teaching of pedagogy of English, that is not recommended. Remedial teaching should be done. Okay, remedial teaching, that is teaching again. Okay, again. So remedial teaching is reteach. Again, it is teaching. Okay, but it is not simply a kind of reteach. It is teaching again to the students who have learning difficulty. Okay. The students who have learning difficulty. Okay, say for example in achievement test, a few students scored poor marks and they failed. Out of 50, they scored 2 or 3. Okay, and out of 50, even and they scored 13, 12, and 10, 7, 8. So those students need remedial teaching. Okay, so what is the problem? Are they are not motivated, they have learning difficulty, and they have eyesight problem, they have family problem. Likewise, they have lots of likewise they may have lots of difficulty. In which area they have difficulty? Okay, a family problem or there in common. Such kind of family problems are there, are faced by everybody, teachers and all of us have these kinds of problems. So don't worry, but at the same time we have to concentrate on our studies. Likewise, such kind of counselings, and they may have a problem in in memory power. They may find difficulty in writing, and so they don't have skills in English language. Such kind of problems they may have, and see, this point is not given here, but the point is that if a child is not mentally retarded, he has the ability to score, at least to score the pass marks in the SSLC exam. Okay. If all of us have all the students have the real motivation, and if they work hard, irrespective of the irrespective of their intelligence and the skills, all the students can score the minimum pass marks. Okay, so minimum pass marks all the students can score, provided they have motivation and work hard. So it is the responsibility of the teacher to motivate them and make them to work hard. Okay, so and then in the SSLC exam, if they have scored 50 and above, and in the HS and in the higher secondary exam, and if they if they work hard and motivated, definitely they can also score, all the students can score the pass marks. Okay, so this is the situation. Okay, so but why the students have scored more less mark, why they fail? For that the teachers should find yes, this is the problem in you, and let me help them. So this should be the attitude of teachers. Okay, so okay, in achievement test, these students scored this mark. Okay, that's all. We shall move to the next lesson. That should not be the attitude of the teachers. Okay, you have scored only this much of marks. So why? What is the problem? What is the reason for it? Likewise, the teacher should find out the problem of students, and then accordingly the teacher should change the methodology in his teaching and help them. Okay, and that is said to be remedial teaching. Okay, so okay, this much only you have scored this much of marks. Okay, let me teach you in the class itself. The teacher can teach, and according to the level of the weak students. Okay, according to the level of learning difficulty students. Okay, problems in learning students. Okay, that is said to be remedial teaching. Okay, remedial teaching is teaching again in the classroom, focusing on the students who have learning difficulty. Okay, so some other important points on remedial teaching. Okay, so as I read out, you have to take down, and after taking down, you have to explain the points in your assignment. Okay. So other points of remedial teaching. Remedial teaching is the teaching or instructional work. Remedial teaching is the teaching or instructional work carried out to provide remedial measures to help the peoples to get rid of their common or specific weakness. Okay. Remedial teaching is the teaching or instructional work carried out to provide remedial measures to help the peoples to get rid of their common or specific weakness. And of course, these points are given in the website, but I do not know how far have you visited this particular specific website, that I do not know, but whatever it may be, take down these points. Okay, so again, this point is repeating the same point, that is the main purpose of the remedial teaching is after finding out the weakness. The remedial teaching is about after finding out the weakness of students and helping them to overcome their weakness or difficulty. Okay, so that is the main objective. So before the remedial teaching, the teacher should find out their learning difficulty. Okay, what is the exact specific learning difficulty, the teacher should find out, and then the teacher should do the remedial teaching. Okay, so the next point, thus depending upon the general or specific nature of weakness or learning, the people one has to take appropriate steps for organizing of remedial teaching for the needy people. Okay, so thus depending upon the general or specific nature of weakness or learning difficulties of the peoples, one has to take appropriate steps for the organization of remedial teaching for the needy people. So remedial teaching also, the teacher should be well prepared and okay. If I teach in this way, the students' performance will be improved. Okay. See, in my experience, the motivation is the main factor. Students are not at all motivated. If they generally don't have any difficulty, but the motivation is the main problem. Yes, I have to study. I must study. This attitude most of the students do not have. Okay. So this is the problem with the students. And if they are motivated properly, then they are going to study. Okay. So let's say maximum students' motivation are going to be, yes, I have to score more marks in this semester, in this examination. So scoring marks is the main motivation for the students, and for some of the students, and yes, of course, most of the students, what happens if I fail? What happens if I don't score marks? Nothing will happen. And if they have this attitude, then they are not going to be motivated in their studies. Okay. And what is the use of studying? And you all have you want marks. You want to score high marks. All of you want to score high marks, but you don't want to study. Okay, so that is the problem. Okay, you want the marks, but for that you have to study. So I want marks, but I don't want to study. This is the attitude of most of the students. Okay. So if you want something, you need to take some efforts. Then only the desired object could be got. Okay, this is the reality. Okay. So if you want marks, you have to study. So that is the reality. It's not like motivational speech. You have to accept the reality. Okay. So how to motivate the students to take efforts? So that is the situation. And so each and every student in a different way they have to be motivated. Okay. So accordingly, the teacher should teach the students. They should, even for remedial teaching, but the teacher should be well prepared. Okay, because the students have some problems, some difficulties, and accordingly the teacher should teach. And for each and every individual, they have their own difficulty. So, and according to that, the teacher should teach. So therefore, preparation is essential even in remedial teaching. Okay. And the next point, people usually may have one or more than one of the following learning difficulties. Okay. So each and every individual have their own difficulties. Say for example, short attention span. Okay. So this problem I also have. Okay. So however I want to study, however I am self-motivated and sit and study, and the span of attention, the nervous system, the DNA itself is a problem. I don't have the span of attention, and my attention naturally, even I have the concentration, and after 10 minutes, however I work hard, however I by heart the essay or the lessons, nothing is not in my memory. Okay. So only for the first 10 minutes, whatever I study in the first 10 minutes, I am able to remember. Okay, so this is my problem, probably most of the students' problem also. Okay, the span of attention is problem, and by nature, students have some poor memory. Okay, they forget often. So this is a DNA problem. This is nervous problem in the nervousness. Okay, the nervousness in the sense and the DNA. Okay, so and lack of motivation. This is the span of attention is the problem which I have, and lack of motivation is most of the students have. Okay, so And what is the problem with this particular individual students, in this particular individual student? Okay, that the student should find. I mean, the teacher should find out. Okay, so and accordingly, the teacher should teach. Okay, and so now we shall move to the topic objectives of remedial teaching. Okay, the next topic is going to be, the subtopic, next subtopic is going to be objectives of remedial teaching. So objectives of remedial teaching, the first point, the main objective of remedial teaching program is to provide learning support to people who are not as good as their peers in performance. Let me repeat, the main objective of remedial teaching program is to provide learning support to people who are not as good as the peers in performance. Okay, so the first foremost objective is to provide support to people who are not that good as the peers in their performance. So remedial teaching main objective just to support them. Yes, that I am with you, and you have to do it, and you can do it, and you will do it. Likewise, the motivation and the steps the teacher should do to help those weak students. Okay, and the next point, with the help of school curriculum and teaching strategies, a teacher provides learning activities and practical experiences to people according to their abilities and requirements. Okay, next point, let me repeat. With the help of school curriculum and teaching strategies, a teacher provides learning activities and practical experiences to people according to their abilities and requirements. See, this is the second objective. The teacher should provide learning activities and practical experiences according to their abilities and requirements. Okay, say for example, see, I already told the point of time. Okay, if all the students are given enough time and all the students are motivated, then all the students will score 100 marks. Okay, so that is the reality. Okay, and see, for an intelligent student, if he works, if he studies only for 1 hour, he will be able to, for example, I am saying, if an intelligent student sits for 1 hour and he is able to score 100 marks, and for the student who has less IQ, he needs 10 hours or 20 hours to score 100 marks, 100 out of 100. Okay, so this is the problem. But we are given only 6 months for a semester. We are given only 1 year for that SSLC exam or higher secondary exam. In that 1 year, you have, all 6 subjects or 5 subjects should be the student should study. Okay, so I mean, all the students need time factor. Okay, so let's say that student may need only 1 hour, but see, you score for in this test you score only low marks, but you have to work hard. You should not give up. We all should not give up when we score low marks. Okay, I scored low marks, that's all, my life is spoiled. Likewise, the student should not think. Okay, they have to work hard. They should not give up. They have to try again and again. Okay, so and ironically, the students who got first mark, they have the self-motivation. Even though they score 100 marks, they are self-motivated and they study again and again. Okay. It is the students who score low marks, they alone should try again and again. They have to revise the subject again and again. Okay, so uh, according to their abilities and their requirement. Okay, so see, some students, even though with the lots of disturbance, they have the ability to concentrate and study. Okay, say for example, some students, for a student, their parents, they would be fighting. Okay, some students, but the evening time, they would be sitting in the shop, and they would sell their goods, and while selling their goods, and they study. Okay, in Facebook I saw those pictures, and in street light, some intelligent students study. Okay, in that difficult situation itself, some students work hard and study. Okay, and but for some students, they want conducive atmosphere, they want comfortness, and but in that atmosphere only they study. Okay, if they want that, the students should, yes, there are some students in those difficulties, in spite of those difficulties, they study. Okay, so this is your home situation. You have to change your home situation. For that, you have to study. Likewise, the student, the teacher should motivate, and okay, so you have problem in your home. So I got permission from principal. I will also be with you, and 15 minutes or half an hour I will be with you. You study and go to home. Likewise, the teacher may help. Okay, so they may have some kind of difficulty in understanding, especially the maths, trigonometry. Okay, what is sine and cos, and understanding those things are absolutely difficult. Okay, and for that, so this is the triangle, and you fell the right triangle. Okay, so when you slip from slide, okay, so slide is example of right triangle. Okay, so likewise, the teacher can give some examples. Likewise, they can be made the concepts simpler. Okay, and the next point, the teacher also designs the individualized education programs with intensive remedial support to help peoples consolidate the basic knowledge in different subjects, master the, I mean, it's okay, we will stop here. And the next point, the teacher also designs individualized education program with the intensive remedial support to help people's their knowledge and teacher's method, and enhance the effectiveness of learning. Okay, again let me repeat. Teacher also designs individualized education program with the intensive remedial support to help peoples and consolidate the basic knowledge and enhance the effectiveness of learning. Okay, so individualized instruction, individualized learning. Okay, so this is constructed by teacher. Okay, so if the students, okay, I come, let me enter the class and I teach. So it is not individualized instruction. So the possibilities of doing individualized instruction are there only if the teacher does remedial teaching. Okay, and the next point, the teacher should provide systematic training to develop people's generic skills, including interpersonal relationship, communication, problem solving, self-management, and use of technology. Again, let me repeat. The teacher should provide systematic training to develop people's generic skills, including interpersonal relationship, communication, problem solving, self-management, and use of information technology, even creativity. Okay, likewise, so through remedial teaching, the teacher not only focuses on the subject alone. The teacher only through remedial teaching, this is actually important point which you have to you must mention. So through remedial teaching only, the teacher not only teaches the subject but other skills like self-management, interpersonal relationship, communication, creativity, and information technology. Such kinds of life skills are developed only through remedial teaching. Okay, so for that purpose also this remedial teaching is very important, and this is the most important objective in remedial teaching. Okay, so still further more points are there. Let me discuss in the next video Wednesday. Okay, thank you.